Okay, everybody, it's Captain Jack. Um, I am winging this right now. I do not know why. I do not know why the stream is as horrible as it is. I took everything off my desktop. Um, yeah, I understand that it's still choppy, and I apologize. I don't know why it is as bad as it is. I changed the resolution per the instructions in OBS. At least you guys can hear me, I believe. Video output is low. There's buffering. Fuck. Okay, well, I don't know what else, no how it could cause no. Yeah, me. I'm not wearing a hat. That's definitely the reason why. I'd like to have a show, Edward. Audio is great. Well, that's good. It is the video. I'm going to go over to Facebook to see what we have going on. Um, let's see. This is live here. I'm going in. Yeah, it looks like that there is a. Okay, Chris. Okay, for everybody that's here on for everybody that's here on YouTube, video is now fine. I hope so. Hopefully hopefully it's not as horrible as it sounds or appears to be. Uh, I'm hoping that the
I'm going to go over to Facebook to see what it sounds
of course.
or appears to be.
There we go. See, that's one of those things where I had the sound on Facebook and it actually came out. The video is it's still kind of choppy. I um Are we running both cables from one laptop or PC? I only have the monitors hooked together. I only have the monitors hooked together, so I don't know whether that is doing anything. I mean, I can turn the monitors off. In fact, let's do that. If I do that, okay. I guess this is. I apologize that I've never had an issue before because I was always running a one computer, and then we didn't have all these issues. But if I turn off the monitor, see, it's technology. It's technology. You try to do something to help out, and let's see here. You get a big picture of me. So let's see if that works. Okay, no video monitor. I'll see if that helps. Doesn't seem to have helped any at all, which is unfortunate. I guess I need to have an OBS guy come in here to help me out because it's running. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm reading the comments. I actually can't really see a lot of the video, and I'm reading it as best as I can. Um, I was going to say YouTube is actually probably buffering better than Facebook. So if I go to Facebook, let's see here. Oh, there's my Facebook. Get rid of it here. No reason to have it on twice. Okay, so we have it on Facebook, and I can see the And this is bad because I tell everybody to go over and go to YouTube, and it's a lot better. And it really is better. But unfortunately, I feel like I'm what do you call it? Not living up to my words. So I do have the one positive thing, and I guess I'm gonna have to fix this. For and everybody that is there, I appreciate it. Uh, okay, does the YouTube look better? Is it a better stream on YouTube? I need to know. Is it still locking up? Is it still choppy? Because I got rid of the monitor, and I got rid of the connection. So I see. Good thing I was wearing my short pants, right? So okay, uh, YouTube is choppy. I got rid of the stream issues where I made it to the what it was recommended via the YouTube stream. I did that. I had to redo some graphics and they're still not what they should be. But I'll try to figure it out. I don't know why we have this issue now when we had everything going so well before. Um, uh, yeah, in a minute, in a minute, Edward. I want to get everybody here to understand what we got going on as far as I did the drawing for the Blitnikoff for the Blitnikoff picture. So according to the drawing, it's what ACU doll or ACU doll was the winner, and I'm going to post that on Facebook because I can't really post it on YouTube. And yes, happy Easter to everybody. I apologize for swearing on Easter. At least I don't think I've thrown a GD in there today. And I'm trying that. Like I said the stream health. I'm looking at the video output. It says it is receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Okay, I'll have to look at that and try to fix it. There was no issues the last time. But I will say that, like I said, the important thing is that I came on after a crappy experience trying to get out with the information the first time was that, and I'll have to check settings and all those other things. Um, First off, I hope everybody had a happy Easter and it continues to have, a joyous and healthy time of the year. I know that we have like I said, we had my favorite preacher, which is, or I should say, uh, he's not an elder now. He's a pastor. Um, I was gonna say AJ was kicked upstairs for a promotion, so I'm not sure exactly. Um, is it pastor senior? Not sure the title. You'll have to put that again, AJ. But yeah, I'm blaming it on Blackbeard. Yes, thank you for being my out, Blackbeard. Paul Craven, who's watching us from England, who actually and Paul Craven works nights, so it's a good thing he can actually stay up with us because again, I think there's about an 8 hour difference. So everybody that's there, and I appreciate everybody signing in on YouTube. No, by the way, I'm kidding, Paul. It's not your fault. I don't know why we were doing so well in previous editions, and then all of a sudden, like the last couple shows, we got choppiness, and that's just the way it is. But I will say that AcuDoll, ACU Doll, was our winner of the Fred Bolitnikoff. Well, there it is. See, the stream is in good health now. It's showing green, so it looks like. And I said, I'm looking at it. It says stream health is green, so that means that everything should be good to go on YouTube. So we do have a little pixelated, but okay. I'm looking at it. I'm showing green, which is good, and so I'm happy with that. So good sound, I take it. Good evening, Dottie Bell. And so I got rid of the extra monitor just in case that was doing it. I got rid of all of the things that were on my desktop because that might have been making the system run slower. Apparently, the stream health is a lot better. So hopefully we're good there. We're be doing some call-ins. I'm glad that the screen turned green, and hopefully the video has gotten better. Later on, I'll see if I turn like I do a. Have you ever heard of the winner? No, I do not know, and that's why I'm going to say this. Okay, the winner is AcuDoll, but here's where I'm going to say the winner is going to have. If you know who this person is, get in touch with them. I will try to get in touch with them via YouTube if they have something that I can get in hold of them with. If not, then we'll go right down the order of whoever was winning. Okay. But here's the thing: AcuDoll was the winner for the contest from Facebook. And if that person doesn't give me a heads up, and it is Easter Sunday, so I'll give them 3 days. I want to give away the the picture away. And by the way, I found 2 more of the signed Fred Blitnikoff photos. So I'll have that at a later time for giving away prizes. Maybe when I get to 1,500 subscribers, I'll do it for the 1,500 since we were doing it for 700. And we're almost up at 750. Maybe at 1,500, but I'm getting ahead of myself. We got to get to 1,000. Okay. And those that are on YouTube, is the stream better? Is it as choppy? I heard the audio is good. I hope the video is not choppy. Yes, no, positives, negatives, thumbs up, thumbs down. Feedback always appreciated. And again, those that are on Facebook, I appreciate everybody being here. Looks like we have Chris Lenz, Tabby D's. Good to hear you as well. Josie, Jimmy Gilbert, Gene Washington, Hector Figueroa, Anthony Esparza, Hot Neil, Raul, Jerry White, Dottie Bell, as I said, Michael Smar, G Mike, Mike Madden, Mike O'Neill, and Johnny Branson. Good. YouTube and Facebook are the same, so hopefully that means that it's better stream health. I like I said, I fixed the output to what it should be, and they said that that's the best output. It really screwed up my graphics, though. I'll have to redo those. And Dottie Bell came over to YouTube. Thank you. One thing I like about the what I did was it shows the actual YouTube broadcast, so people can say, well, where's your YouTube channel? It's actually in on the broadcast. So again, Jared was saying, what do we think to a mock draft of the greatest movies or sports moments of all time? That would be good. That would be, we can consider that in a for a presentation. That would definitely be good. And again, Paul Craven, who is one of the latest members of YouTube stream for the subscribers. Dottie Bell is in enemy territory in Kansas City, so blessings to her. And oh yeah, you know what? I do have Google Hangouts up. So yeah, if you want to call in, go ahead and do that. 813-699-0834. 813-699-0834. I'm just going to use the live feed here so I can take the comments here. 813-699-0834. Again, AccuDoll was the winner of the Fred Bolitnikoff signed pick. If I don't hear from them, then I will go to the second person that was on the list, and we'll keep going down. And anybody can call in. Carlos Lopez Estrada and Ken Kirksey, thank you for coming over as well. They're on Facebook. The Bearded Gunny is checking in. Thank you as well. Uncle Buck. John Candy at its best. That would be a good, with the best comedy movies of all time. That would be like, we can run a bracket on that. I think brackets would probably be better. I'll have to take inputs for that. But 813-619 or 699-0834. Yeah, this is live, Raider Ken Kirksey. We had some issues before. I cut down the broadcast because we were having some issues. It's still a little pixelated, but it's running green, which would be a lot better than it was. Jared, how you doing, brother? Good to hear from you. Let me get the. I got to go through OBS to make sure that nobody else calls in here. I had to make this a lot smaller. Let's see here. Get that done and transition. Okay, how you doing, Jared? What's going on?
Good, Captain Jack. How you doing? Happy Easter to you and everyone out there.
Happy Easter to you. And again, I apologize for the issues. They really pissed me off, but that's just the way it was.
I hear you. Yeah, not much going on here. It was a nice day all in all. How they replayed the 2009 Masters today. I'm sure you saw a little bit of that today. However,
yeah, I actually watched because I knew it was coming on, and I remember last year I think I was on my phone and I saw a headline saying that Tiger was like a couple strokes back. And then as soon as I saw that headline, on my phone, I actually switched over to the Masters and I caught all of the, his charge, and it was so good. It was so good to watch Tiger win. It was so good to watch Tiger win. And
when they did the interview after the show, however, with Jim Nance, when they talked with him after today, however, and replaying that whole thing, you could tell he had a lump in his throat and everything like that. However, but yeah, they're hoping, however, they're gonna have this thing. Like I said, he said it just. It was probably, to me, I told Ed about this before. This was one of the two best Masters I've seen maybe in the last 20-some years. However, but there's always good drama, there's always good thrills, and there's always good excitement at Augusta. However, and believe me, 2004 and 2019, however, two of my favorite ones to watch on this week in the air, both of them.
Now, if I might ask, Jared, how old are you?
43.
Okay, so you're not a spring chicken, and I say that with respect.
That's right.
Okay, so you can actually remember older. I remember the Jack Nicklaus comeback, and I think that was the Masters where he had the oldest when his his last Masters was a comeback
when he shot 65.
Right. Yeah. And so I want to make sure that because I look at people. And I say these things and people look at me like, dude, what the hell are you talking about, man? That's like old stuff. So I like to make sure that I know where my audience is.
I started following the Masters actually starting around the time. Actually, my grandma used to like great grandma, God bless her, she used to like Greg Norman. And I mean, if she could see Norman today, I mean, if she would realize what Tiger's done today, and all these younger guys like the Spieths, the McIlroys, something, I don't know what she would think, but Norman was one of always her favorites, however. And I remember the year before Tiger, I was still graduating high school in '96. My sister graduated in '97 the next year. But the funny thing is, when Norman choked in '96, I'll never forget her expression, Howard. She just, I mean, she couldn't believe it. She thought Norman had it in the bag, Howard, and Fowler, of course, was the one becoming the three-time champion that year. She thought that was Norman's time to win that year.
Yeah, and I don't think Norman ever won a Masters, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he came so damn close. I mean, he won, I think, a couple other tournaments, like maybe PGAs and British Opens and that, and maybe U.S. Open. But when it came to the green jacket, he was always either second fiddle with guys like Watson or Seve or Jack or anyone in that nature. I mean, he just came up so. I mean, his putter was always a letdown. It melted in his hand.
Yeah, and actually, what the worst meltdown I ever remember was, I think it was the British Open with the French guy that
John Valade, Carnoustie, yes.
Yeah, at Carnoustie, and he just it was like kind of watching a live version of Tin Cup. With Costner Costner trying to hit the ball into that last stroke on 18, and it was Van de Velde, wasn't his name?
Yeah, it was, Howard. Yeah, he was up, I think, 4 or 5 shots going into that Sunday morning. I remember, and he got burnt on the 17th hole, and then he collapsed at 18, and the jug took right out of his hand, Howard. I mean, he later said that he was crawling to a hole and just bury himself. He was so ashamed of that.
Yeah, because he like took his socks and shoes off on one hole to try to get the one shot, and that was my impression of that entire British Open was, and he like said he was up like about 4 or 5, right?
Mm-hmm. Going into Sunday morning, yes, I remember that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
And he totally lost it, and so I mean these are the things that we're missing. Oh, by the way, speaking of Ice Cube, Don Webb was talking about Ice Cube. I saw 2 Ice Cubes last night. I watched Boys in the Hood. I mean, original Boys in the Hood. And then I watched 21 Jump Street. And it was funny because they had a music cut from 21 Jump Street, which was NWA, and Ice Cube was singing when they had him, like, then they cut to him on the screen. So I thought it was really cool. And the best thing is like, I'll say, yeah, I remember Jimmy Garner, man. Hell, man. James Garner was the original.
Rockford.
Right. James Garner was the original Hollywood love a team type of guy, always being there, on the sidelines, both in Oakland and in Los Angeles, a fan, kind of like, I think he actually even predated Jack Nicholson being a Laker fan.
He was also in the Bruce Willis, Blake Edwards comedy. It was a Western comedy called Sunset in 1988, however, where he played Wyatt Earp, however. And Tom Mix was Bruce in that movie, because I had that in my collection. I'm talking about football sports, though. I'm looking here right now at CBS doing their mock draft, and I mentioned in the chat that I guess starting next week, Howard, they'll announce the picks, Howard, by his house. But I'm reading here, there's a rumor going around, Howard, that they might be working out a trade, Howard. I mean, the Raiders are working out a trade with possibly the Ravens, and they're talking about that the Ravens would take the Raiders pick, but the Raiders would get 3 picks in this. And one of the picks they're saying in the latest mock draft at number 12 could be Jordan Love.
Right, and we've heard a little bit about that. Actually, the Bear was talking about that the other night, was that the Raiders were, and this was the information that he had, was that there was talk of the Raiders moving up to grab somebody, and it was, I think he was saying it was with Detroit, but he also said that, Jordan Love was a possibility for the Raiders at 12, and and I know Watts is going to hopefully call in. We'll talk about that as well. But I've been saying this for a while, and I've been saying it there, Jared. By the way, my knockout, I got to do this because my knockout graphics were kind of screwed up. Hang on a second. I gotta do this correctly. There we go. If you want to knock out the caller, I know it's kind of small because the graphics are there. You can do that, and then we gotta put the number up. But yeah, Jordan Love is a possibility. Um, I just don't want to pick Jordan Love in the first round.
No.
Um, I don't. But I mean, uh, trading back with the Ravens for 3 picks, I'd do that in a second, man. I definitely would.
I would too.
Yeah.
I would too. Well, I mean, if they want to go Love, they can wait till round 2 or 3 maybe. But if they want to go with really exciting ability, go with CeeDee Lamb or Jerry Jeudy in the first round. Go with receiving. Go with speed. That's what you need in the receiving core.
No, I like I said, and again, you guys know this. I am also against drafting a receiver in the first round as well. But if we do have one, they say the Raiders are in love with Henry Ruggs. So if they do draft a receiver, I'm hoping it is Ruggs. Yeah, I'm hoping it is Ruggs. I don't want a receiver, but if we do draft one, I'm hoping it's Henry Ruggs.
Yeah, I'm just looking at all these picks right now. I mean, the latest top 5 has Burrow. We all know it's going to be number 1. Now they're saying Chase Young's going to be 2. 2 is at 3. Surprisingly, Young has not made the list. Surprising. I think he's starting to fall off the board a little bit now. I'm hearing in this latest mock draft. I don't see where he's falling now. Some people have him in the mid-teens. Some say upper teens. So in the mock draft.
Well, and that's why I said that pick somebody you want at 12, and then see when you get to the 19 pick. Then you can shop it unless you really, really are in love with Love, and I'm hoping that that's not true.
Well, time will tell, as they always say. However, like I said, we'll find out how in this week what happens. But hopefully, you have your mock draft show coming up soon, and I will call in and I will give you my thoughts as who I think which team will draft what.
Yeah, actually, that would be cool. In order to do a mock draft show, we would have to have 32 participants. So if we're going to do it, I'll put it out now. If you are interested, and I'll post it on Facebook as well, because you can't really post it on YouTube. But if you're interested in doing a mock draft prior to the draft, and obviously you would have to be you can't sabotage a team. I mean, if you hate the Broncos, you can't pick a guy that's slated for the 7th round.
Yeah. All right, I'll be in touch with you soon.
All right, good hearing from you. Thanks again there, Jared. We go from Jared, always a good call, to Jimmy Farrell. Jimmy Farrell, how you doing, brother? Let me turn off the portion so people don't log in on your number. There we go. Like I said, the graphics suck right now because of I tried to do differences for the stream. It looks like the stream health is good. Are you watching on Facebook or YouTube?
Me?
Yeah.
YouTube.
Okay.
You don't need graphics. As long as we can listen to you, that's all.
Well, true. I am an ugly POS, but the graphics are good for the fact that it tells people when to call in and when not to. So I might,
if they can count to 5 minutes, then just call.
Some people can't. Some people can't count to 5.
Can't count 5 minutes.
Exactly. That's what I said. Some people can't count to 5. So what's going on?
You only have 10 toes and 10 fingers. What do you do after that?
Well, I can at least count to 20. Well, 21.
Yeah.
I can at least.
Okay, listen. This draft.
Yes. Go ahead.
The draft. The 12th pick.
Uh-huh.
Listen. Kimmel is there at 10. We're getting him. Because the Jets they're not going to draft defensive lineman. They're going to draft the offensive tackle. Okay. Now.
Whoa, wait a second. Whoa. I missed the pick. I missed the pick. You said if Burrow is there at 12. Who?
Kimmel.
One more time. Who?
The tackle from South Carolina.
Oh, okay. I couldn't hear the name, Jimmy. I apologize.
Kimmel, right?
Now you're talking about the defensive tackle. You're talking about Kinlaw.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he's there at least at 10, we're getting him. Because the Jets are not going to get him.
Well, and you heard me I should say years ago, months ago when I said if Kinlaw is there at 12, I'm jumping in the Bellagio pool and announcing it over
If he's
everybody.
there at 10, and who's the 10th pick?
I don't know. I don't have it on me right now. Somebody.
Okay, whoever it is, they're not going to pick. I think they're picking a wide receiver. He's going to the Raiders at 12. Now, with the 19th pick, trade that back down.
Yeah.
And then you get your wide receiver late in the round, first round, or in the second round.
Right. And that's why I said it is. I said 19 trade back, get as many picks as possible. Jared was saying something about the Ravens wanting to trade up for that. I don't know.
I heard Green Bay.
Well, it could be the entire world. It could be 31 other teams, but we're not going to trade with the Chiefs. We're not going to trade with the Donkeys. And we very likely would not trade with the Garglers. So figure, 28 other teams that we can trade with. So, I mean, it'd be the world, So we'll see.
Right. Well, listen, how about getting a cornerback?
Well, that's
at 19, and you can still get a wide receiver if you get a second round pick.
Right. And Vanessa not.
Who knows? Maybe Pittman or Kinlaw. I think Claypool will be there.
Yeah, and that's why I said I want Claypool, Michael Pittman, Laviska Shenault. There's a lot. Van Jefferson from Florida, who actually will probably drop to the third round because he had some issues with like plantar fasciitis or whatever, or a broken bone in his foot.
Right.
But Van Johnson, whose dad was in the NFL, I think his dad was JJ from the Chargers.
Do you like Jefferson?
Yeah. Or sorry, not Jefferson. Jefferson, yeah, Van Jefferson, yeah.
From LSU. Why about the kid from Colorado?
No, not from LSU.
He's this other guy. They say he's a project. He's the wide receiver from Colorado.
Well, that's Shenault.
That's Shenault? Okay.
Yeah.
He's like a project.
Yeah, he's kind of like Megatron, but
smaller.
No, he's actually a big kid can actually. If I got the guy right, he can run fast. He's a big body.
Yeah.
He's like the second coming of Megatron, but he's a project, like you said. His name is Shenault. And then the kid from Baylor, who's I think his name is either Mims or Sims. He's somebody that they're looking at. There's a guy from Marquette Watkins, I think, who is from a Southern Methodist or Southern Mississippi.
Yeah, I heard about him too.
Southern Mississippi. I mean, there's lots of people available.
Now, who do you think has the best shot to reach 12? Higgins, Brown, or Kinlaw?
Oh, Higgins won't be before 12. Brown might drop if there's some issues with, because I was hearing that he might drop it. Okay, hey Paul from UK, thanks for coming in, brother, and continue to watch when you can. I think that and it's been 5 minutes here, Jimmy. I think that Kinlaw could drop as well as Brown. Thanks for calling in, Jim.
Okay, later.
936. Who am I talking to?
Captain Jack, what's up, brother? Watts.
This is Watts. Hey, good to hear from you. Let me see if my phone wasn't on. It's on over here. Let's see here. Recents. Recents? No, it wasn't on. So I apologize. Do I got you in my phone?
I'm not sure. I mean, I got the number saved.
Okay, let me look for you.
Yeah.
No. Do me a favor, Watts. I'm gonna put you in here. Also, actually, when you're done, text me at the same number and say, "Hey, this is Watts," and then I'll put you in my phone. Well, unfortunately, I got to learn, and you do YouTube. What the fuck is going on with OBS? Why am I having such a?
OBS. I mean, I think it depends, like, on the settings.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to redo because again I did the output the way that it was supposed to, and it really royally screwed up my graphics. But I am getting a green stream, and you're on YouTube right now. How's the stream?
Oh well, I'm actually just on the phone. I'm not watching it. I'm just on the phone.
Well, I appreciate I appreciate you. You were there earlier though, so that's why I was watching.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay.
So what's up, man? What's up?
Hey, just like I said, I having a show. I appreciate you. Watts was kind enough to say, "What's the topic tonight?" I said, "Dude, Captain Jack listens to the listener. The people that call in can talk about their Aunt Bertha who has stinky lungs and a cat. I don't care because you're gonna get whatever the hell you want to talk about because you're on the line."
Yeah, man. I mean, I've been hearing, I've been seeing a lot of mock drafts and everybody talking about the draft. It's coming up, but I just been having this thought on my mind, man. I think we need to try to trade the 19th pick, man, and try to get a second round pick and another pick.
Oh, I said I've been saying that for weeks, and people are here will actually back me on that. Trade back 19 for either a late one or 2 twos.
It's 4 to 5. It's 4 to 5 teams that we really need to be looking at. It's not the Ravens. It's not the Ravens at all. So I got about 5 teams, man. Just looking at the numbers, like where we could actually pick, and I did a couple videos over the past couple of days where I actually traded the picks and actually draft. And every time, I had great draft.
Yeah,
I was able to fill the roster with having those extra picks.
I saw one of your videos on one of your draft steals. I can't remember which one it was, but I gave you a thumbs up because I said, good on you for doing it, man. I just couldn't watch the whole thing because I was working. So.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, I just wanted to show a couple things, but if you go look at it yourself, man, the Colts. You look at their picks. The Dolphins, the Bears. I don't even think the Bears are bite, but the Bengals and Lions have very good value.
Yeah.
In the second and third round.
Yeah.
And I think that 19th pick. I just think us as being the Raiders this year having that extra pick. I just think it has so much value because we don't have a second round pick, and teams know that.
Exactly.
So I'm thinking, if the Dolphins would trade us 26 for 19 and another pick, I would definitely do that.
Yeah.
I would definitely do that.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get, it's a couple teams that have 2 second round picks. Now, I don't think we have enough draft capital. We might have to give up a pick for next year. And I'm cool with that. But I just think we need to try to get at least 1 second round pick and an extra 3rd or 4th round pick from that 19th pick.
Right.
I think we need to try to do that.
Yeah, because we don't have a second or we don't have a 4th.
Keep 12 no matter what. Hold on to that pick no matter what.
And happy Easter to you, Vanessa. Yeah, I just got a happy Easter to everybody. And
yeah, definitely, bro. Definitely, happy Easter.
Yeah. I'm trying to do comments and talk to you as well. And by the way, I do watch what I can, and so I don't get a chance to do it very often. But I always enjoy hearing from you and Gabriel and all of the other stalwarts that have their shows on YouTube. Occasionally, hopefully I'll get Mojo in here one of these days to come in. But
yeah, definitely, man, definitely.
That's why
we all need to ready for the draft, man. So we all kind of anxious, and then we all going through this whole situation, and it's kind of like couple more days.
Yeah,
we can have some fun for a couple days.
Yeah, and it's the 23rd, so it's like now there was so many people that were talking about from controversy that. Goodell? Goodell was saying something about that they were pissed off about Goodell doing things differently. I'm like, there's only so much the guy can do with what's going on.
Why can't he just do the draft, a virtual draft? The technology was already there, so why not still have the draft though? At least, So They not letting nobody get close to nobody. Just let it play out. How it's gonna play out, and that's just one of those things. I mean, and like I say, hopefully in a couple of years we'll get to draft again. We'll get to go celebrate, how we should have. I definitely thought it would have been it would have been like the ultimate, I guess you could say, Raider event, man, like ever.
Got you.
Really, to be honest.
I'm hoping that I think that they said that the draft is 2021. There is a site for it, but I think they said 2022 is open. So if the NFL does things right, they'll give the 2022 draft back to Las Vegas, and providing that I'm living and breathing and have not been plowed under, I will be out there with you and a bunch of other people that want to see that.
Yeah, man, it's like a pilgrimage. It's like I heard Violator say it today. He was like, man, it's the Mecca now. It's the Mecca now.
Right. Hey, who was Violator was on with? Who was that had the show earlier?
Oh, you talking about graphic writer?
Yeah. I wasn't able to tune in, but I saw that he was having a show, so I wanted to try to check it out. Unfortunately, wasn't able to.
Yeah, it was on. I think he did it on Instagram. You know how you can connect on Instagram, and I think he just recorded, uploaded it to YouTube for that. I'm gonna try to get my whole. See, right now I don't got the Wi-Fi right now because everything's shut down. So it's like I'm trying to wait, for things to kind of get moving a little bit. But I'm thinking maybe they can still come and do some installation, or maybe I can get a company, where they can send me all the stuff. Because, now they're kind of doing it to where you don't need nobody to come out. So we're kind of looking at, how much it's going to cost and this and that. But once I get that, we just try to start doing some group chats, like some group streams.
Yeah.
Like we did with my boy Hardcore Redder.
Yeah, that was a good show. I enjoyed that. I did another one with him.
Hardcore Redder, he got his family thing going on right now, so. If I can get the Wi-Fi going, I can try to get it into some of those type of shows, where we can have multiple people on and like talk, have a group talk.
Yeah, well, I'm always game. Don't forget about the old bastard in Florida, and just give me some time, and I'll be there if I can.
Yeah, definitely, man. Just kind of just a little bit more, I guess you could say. You can have a lot more topics, and then you can structure it, to where maybe do a show maybe every week or every other week or something like that. Kind of get some momentum going, I guess.
Right. Well, people kind of ping me on Facebook. They said, "Hey, are you having a show?" And I feel bad if I don't have at least one. And I usually do like the Thursdays and the Sundays, so I try to do things there, but. I'll be very honest, man. There's only so much you can. Yeah,
I mean, right now it's chill time.
Yeah, there's only so much to talk about. That's why I said we could do a 64 bracket for comedy movies, for war movies, for chick flicks. Even get the ladies in there and have some.
Okay.
So I think that would be cool.
Movies against each other or something.
Yeah, right. Like we can do like a tournament, and just because we're bored out of our minds, and and that's why I said that's why I did the drawing for the Fred Bolitnikoff thing for the subscribers. It's like. A lot of people worried about hackers messing with the virtual. Okay, there you go. That's about Matt. That's why Matt was saying with the other thing. I think that we got to do something, and that's why I did trying to get my subscribers up. Is I gave away the Freddie B. I don't know. Oh, you're not watching. I have it behind me here, but the thing is this person. That won, I haven't heard from them, so hopefully I'll get a chance to get back with them. Hey, Watts, I'm going to go get to the new caller, man. Love hearing from you, brother.
All right, cool, man. I appreciate it, man. I just wanted to talk about those teams. That's it.
Hey, I appreciate the information. Thanks again.
All right. For sure. Much respect, bro.
Much respect to you as well. That was Watts, and we got a call from 740. Who am I speaking to?
Ray.
I got a Raider fan on the line. Who am I speaking to, though?
Matt Hughes from Ohio.
Hey, Matt Hughes. Hey, good to hear from you, brother. And I see that you were on Facebook. Let me turn the phone thing off so people don't disturb your call this way. Because if they see it on the screen, and there's like a 7-second delay, I get a chance to do that. Thanks for coming in as well, Matt saw me on the Bear Show the other night, and I appreciate you coming in as well. So this way you can be a part of our never-ending diatribe of guys and gals, I should say, that call in. So it's good to hear from you. What do you got on your mind tonight, Matt?
So I just heard you guys talking about the draft, virtual draft.
Yeah. Now, so what? Now, what was it that they were saying that because of the live, they were thinking about people screwing it up live. That's why that they've gone to a, like, is it like a remote? I didn't see the article. So what are people bitching about?
I'm not really sure. I just seen a little bit of it today about people worried about hackers coming in, and I don't know how they're going to do it actually, if it's like online or how they're going to do it, but
Yeah.
I just heard them talking about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, as long as it doesn't get screwed up. I mean, I know that the NFL was working several issues where they had like like a backup to the back, or like 3 backups to the primary. So you have the primary, the secondary, the tertiary. I don't know what's after tertiary, like quadtertiary. I know I'm making up a word, but there's actually a word for ever when number 4 is, to have people make sure that that's what the pick is, and that they would do it from there. As long as it runs, I don't really care how they're doing it, as long as it's good to go.
Yeah, I mean, I figure if everyone's going to be on like webcam or something, just hold up a sign saying who you're going to take. I don't think they can change it that way. I don't know.
Right. And I think that as long as it's locked in, and it's from a that the number, because again, there's only supposed to be 32. Yeah, level 4, Don. Whatever's after tertiary. The whatever is official with their there's like 32 numbers in on the conference call. Okay, so unless somebody hacks the conference call, that's the way it would. The only reason why I think it could be disturbed.
Mm-hmm. It wouldn't surprise me the way these people hack stuff anymore.
Yeah, and I mean, and they do it just for fun, and it's a shame, but I mean, I can actually see folks doing that, and and just the way it is,
Yep.
So what do you think about? I mean, like we were talking about, a couple people were talking about. Tom Mattingly, hello from Louisiana, and Vicky Orr, thanks for coming back in. If you're on Facebook, I appreciate you being there on Facebook, but come on over to YouTube. It is a better video. It is a better video and audio, and hopefully I will get this fixed. So it's not as crappy as it was earlier this evening. I got to work on it. I don't know. So I tell you what, Matt, you got pick 12. You got pick 19. I'm saying move back at 19. Watts is saying move back. A lot of people are saying move back at 19. What do you think the Raiders are going to do at 12 and 19? Or give me your picks there.
I'd like to see him move back as well and get more picks. I mean, I think we need a lot of help. I mean, we're getting better, but I would like to see him pick up some extra picks myself.
Right, and that's why I think that 19 pick is going to do that for us.
I agree. I don't know. I think we're going to take a wide receiver at 12.
God, I hope not. I mean, unless it's Ruggs, I mean, I don't want a wide receiver at 12, but I mean, because you can get so many good wide receivers in the 2nd and 3rd round, and there's only so many quality players out there. And when you have a 1st round or maybe a high 2nd rounder that can be had in the third round, that's where you get the value for the pick. And that's why I want somebody else other than these wide receivers taken in the first round. That's me, though. That's just me.
Yeah. I would like to see him take a cornerback, but there's a pretty good fall off from Akuda to the next one.
Yeah, well, in fact, there was C.J. Henderson, but people were saying that he's not a tackler. I get that. I'm actually a Gator, and that's true. C.J. Henderson is a shoulder tackler. He likes to go for the the ESPN hit. He's not known to wrap up. Hill out of Virginia is a good prospect. He's fast, and I think that he would be a better all-around corner. Akuda is the best cornerback in the draft, but he's dropping on the board, and I don't know why he's dropping. I don't know whether it's a personality issue. Is it a background issue? Is there something in his background? Because if Akuda is dropping, is it another case of issues like Conley? I don't want another Conley. I don't want another mistake from Ohio State. And I'm not saying that against you, Don. I know you're an Ohio State guy. But I don't want another mistake at cornerback from Ohio State.
I've never heard any issues about character with him. I read a really long post when his mom died. He seems like a pretty genuine kid, really.
Okay, well, again, you're there. So if and you know more about it than I do, because again, I don't follow everybody as closely. So if you got some good scoop that the kid is, I mean, you had issues like I said. Well, Abram was a solid pick last year, and because of the way he was and the way that he was brought up, and obviously Jacobs as well. So you have that with two of the three first rounders we had last year, and Farrell wasn't bad either. But I'm just saying he had the positivity as well. I want to make sure that whoever Mayock drafts, and I know that he's not going to pick a dud. I know that they're going to do the background extensive on that they did. So hopefully, again, they don't get a bad egg, and that's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, if you ever get a chance to read that story about Okuda writing a letter to his mom when she passed away, it's worth the read.
Okay, well, I'll do that then. So Jeff Okuda, mother's letter.
I'm not a Ohio State fan by no means. But
I know you're the Michigan guy. You're the Michigan guy that lives in Ohio, right?
Right.
See, I try to remember. I occasionally I screw things up, but I want to try to be on the shall we say more times right than wrong.
And the only reason I can see Okuda dropping on the drafts is because if people's hungry for a quarterback, they're trying to move up. Is the only reason I could think he would drop.
Okay. Well, I'll take your word for it. Don Webb is my Ohio State. What is it? Subject matter expert. So, and then you can be my Michigan. Now, since I got you on the line and you're a Michigan guy, answer me this, and then I'm going to take another caller. Okay.
All right.
Give me positives about both Peoples. What's his Peoples Jones? What's his name? Peoples.
Yeah, Donovan Peoples-Jones.
And then the quarterback that could probably be had in the later round. Positive things, negative things. Obviously, you're not going to say too many negative things that they're Wolverines, but give me a good analytical view as a Wolverine fan about the best thing for Peoples-Jones and that quarterback.
Like I told you before on Peoples-Jones, I really think the downfall of his numbers was the quarterback play. Honestly, because once he gets the ball in his hands, he's electrifying. He's a playmaker. You get the ball in his hands. But he's not very good at punt returning. I'll tell you that.
You said he's not good at punt returning, or is good at punt returning?
No, he's terrible at it.
Okay, well, I don't think they're drafting him just for that. So if he can hang on to the ball, then that's what we'll worry about. Now, what about that quarterback?
Yeah, I do not like Shea Patterson. I wouldn't even draft him in the later rounds because he was, I don't know, I wasn't a fan of his at all.
Okay, we'll see that. There you go. This is a Michigan fan that is giving straight analysis, and that's what I like, is somebody that actually can look beyond, being a fan and giving some good scoop. Hey, Matt, I appreciate you calling in, brother.
All right, man.
We'll hear from you hopefully the next time we do it. We got another show. Hey, Matt, make sure that when you do your subscription into YouTube that you're making it public, so I know that you're eligible for the next drawing.
I'm pretty sure I switched that.
Okay. What was your YouTube name?
I'm not even sure, Bill. I'm not very good at that stuff. That's why I just come on Facebook. It's a lot easier.
Don't say that. That's why I tell people to get the hell out of Facebook and go over to YouTube. But I appreciate you being honest, brother.
All right.
Hey, thanks again. We'll hear from you next time.
All right, buddy.
All right. That was Matt Hughes, my boy not my boy, my brother in Ohio. That's the Michigan fan. We've been on. I know it was a little bit of a late start. How long have we been on? I thought it had on here. We've been on for 57 minutes. So we're almost at the end of at least a 1 hour show. Again, I apologize for the earlier technical difficulties. Again, if you know AccuDoll, they are the winner of the Bolitnikov. They are the winner of the Bolitnikov pick. If I don't hear from them, I'm going to post it on Facebook, okay? If I don't hear from them by Wednesday, I will go to the next person until we have a winner. Because unfortunately, and I'm going to try to get a hold of them via YouTube saying, "Hey, you won." But I need to figure out how to do the hitting people up via YouTube. That's one thing I do not like, and I'll admit it. One thing I do not like about YouTube is the getting to talk to people via YouTube. So we'll figure that one out. But such is life. We'll worry about that at a later time. It has been I appreciate everybody coming in. Again, this is Captain Jack. We are at the end of our show. It's only an hour because I gotta actually get up to get my body turned over to get up in the morning and go do start the third week of the teleworking. It's been a pleasure. And the rock out. Oh, I don't have my kick and rock outro because I moved. See, I moved all of these things off of the what do you call it? The where they were, so that you're not actually hearing the rock outro because again, I moved the files, trying to make sure to pick up the speed. Anyway, thanks for coming in. If you're joining me now, I'm ending the show. I apologize. We'll do it another night. Definitely look for me on Thursday. I'm going to try to figure out the technical glitches. AccuDoll. AccuDoll was the winner, and again, if they don't come up for the prize, AccuDoll. That was what if you go to the Facebook. If you go to the Facebook link on my page, they had the winner listed. We're gonna go right down that list. I know that I think Mandy was like number 2, and then there was somebody at other 3. Got some not so good news. Okay. I'll give you a call in a bit there. Let me move this down, Vicky. See if I can see the. Ooh, well, I'm sorry you lost your wallet, and hopefully other things are there. But there's a delay. Huh? I thought it was. Oh, I know. Yeah, I did transition. No, there we go. I did. It was transitioning back. Again, apologize for the technical issues. Um, I guess I need a producer or somebody that's more computer savvy than. And I'm not dumb. I'm not dumb on the computer. Just that there are some things that I do that I'm not a geek. I'm not a geek. Hey, if the fact that you have this coming out at all means that I can at least do something. So anyway, thanks again for coming out, and thanks for being there. Remember, we're at like 725 subscribers at 850, and I'm going to break out. I'm going to start getting into those things that I have available. I know it's going to be a Raider watch, some Raider car, for your car, the heavy rubber mats. That's going to be a prize. I'm going to find those. I'm going to get some other things out there, and maybe one or two other things. We'll put it in a box, and that'll be the big prize for 850. And then again at 1,000, we have the Marcus Allen helmet right here. And I did find the the certificate, the JSA authentication card. It's on the helmet anyway, but I did find the card too, so I make sure that makes it that much better for everybody. It is a certified helmet with the card, all that goes with it. So y'all take care. Good night, everybody. I hope you had a decent Easter, and we'll see you for the next show, and we'll go from there. Take care, everybody. Goodbye now, and we'll see you on the next one.